Look at my African American over here.
White America must see that no other ethnic group has been a slave on American soil.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now.
People are dying in vain because this country isn't holding their end of the bargain up.
No matter the skin tone, culture or time zone, think the ones who got it would even think to throw you a bone.
It's Black History Month. Subsequently, we must bring to the forefront.
Black History Month you find ridiculous. Why? You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Anywho, post-World War I, Germany was blamed for inciting the war and forced it to pay some $63 billion in reparations, later reduced to $33 billion. So basically, their economy was shit and people were pissed. Thus, the Nationalist Socialist Party, aka the Nazis, gained support with their only motive: make Germany great again. Heard that before? So Hitler rose to power, tripled the limited size of the military, constructed huge warships and submarines, breaking the Treaty of Versailles. Once Germany was awarded the Games, Hitler saw an opportunity, propagandizing the Games.
In December 1933, the Führer orders that a monumental stadium be built, a stadium that will be the biggest in the world. The propaganda begins to work. The enormous works are already impressing the media across the world.
However,
behind the pomp and pageantry were ominous signs.
The swastika was all over. On virtually every other banner we saw, there was a swastika.
that's Jewish athlete Marty Glickman. More on him later. Hitler made it clear, no Jews shall compete. Meanwhile, black Germans were persecuted and portrayed as a threat to the purity of the German race. Segregation was mandated by the Reichstag, the German parliament. Racist propaganda against black soldiers depicted them as rapists of German women and carriers of venereal and other diseases. The United States, under head of the Amateur Athletic Union Jeremiah Mahoney, saw this as a political ploy by Hitler and threatened a boycott. In U.S. sports, desegregation lived on, a microcosm of the country. Jackie Robinson would not break the color barrier till 1947, the National Football League till 46, the NBA till 1950, and the NHL till 1958. In other words, black Americans were oppressed. Jesse Owens, the grandson of a slave and one of 10 children, set 5 high school records. At Ohio State, he was the first black captain and set world records, plus matching a 4th in the span of 45 minutes at the Big Ten Championships. As the boycott grew, the NAACP wrote a letter to Jesse. Owens viewed the world from his perspective, growing up in an unequal society and considering the moral stance against Germany to be hypocritical. However, the politics unavoidable. He found a chilly reception in Germany, where claims of Aryan supremacy were central to Nazi ideology. He was called racial epithets and subjected to other mistreatment.
You've got, people like Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister, looking at Jesse Owens, and he says, quite openly, I think it's unfair to have people like Jesse Owens competing because you might as well have deer or gazelle on your team.
Owens, in front of Adolf Hitler, beat their ass. In the 100-meter dash, Owens crosses the finish line at 10.3 seconds, a world record. Even with his remarkable performance, this happened.
Tradition called for the leader of the host country to congratulate the gold medal winner. But Hitler refused to greet Owens. "Do you really think," the German leader said, "I will allow myself to be photographed shaking hands with a Negro?" Then
the long jump. Owens against Nazi Lutz Long. Owens jumps 26 feet, secures gold, and another shot to the heart of Hitler's superior race. But Long, arm in arm with Owens, paraded around the stadium in glory. Going into his third race, the 200-meter race, Owens...
He hears this shouting, Jesse Owens, and he realizes it's him.
He'd win his third gold and another world record. Joseph Goebbels, Hitler's propaganda minister, wrote in his diary, "We Germans win a gold medal, the Americans get 3, 2 of which are won by, this is a scandal. White humanity should be ashamed of itself." Then Owens ran the opening leg of the 4x100 relay, a record-shattering performance, becoming the first American of any race to win 4 golds in track and field in a single Olympics. But remember Marty Glickman? He was sidelined at the strict exaction of Hitler and the Nazis to not participate. Thus, Owens was included, while Glickman and a fellow Jew watched on. Owens, feeling remorse, would return to no fanfare and still had to sit in the back of the bus. There were no endorsements, no broadcast jobs. He sold his talents for pittance. He raced against a racehorse in Cuba for money. Think about that. Franklin Delano Roosevelt snubbed Owens as much as Hitler. No phone call, no invitation to the White House, nothing. Finally, in 1976, long overdue, President Gerald R. Ford awarded Owens the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which tells of Owens' greatest achievements. Mired in the heat of racial tensions, corrupt bureaucracies, and foreign dictators masquerading a spectacle for political gain and power in the region, in the face of evil, on the devil's home turf, that a champion is not defined by creed or skin color, but by the fire that lives inside them. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow. If you'd like to hear more thought-provoking content like TYT Sports on Facebook, and to help in my journey to keep media independent, go to tyt.com/Rick.